Lots of oi oi going on. Of course, champs of all champs who is joining me here on Drivetime this afternoon. He couldn't make it yesterday, but he's here 24 hours later. I'm talking about the king of Chowdhry Khiladi. It is Mr. Ashish Chowdhry. Hello, Ashish.
Hi, Raj. It sounds like a nice new introduction for me now.
Well, you are. You're the champions of all champs, eh?
No, everybody was a champion. It just happened, and I got lucky. So I don't know, but yeah, it sounds nice. I'm happy that it happened.
Oh, do you know what though? Congratulations on that. It was, you know what? It was, when we're watching it, it's quite rigorous, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff that happens, there's a lot of training that happens, and where you came to win the show was an achievement and a half. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, Raj, I mean, definitely it is rigorous, but I'll tell you what, when you sign a show like this, you're almost prepared about the fact that you're going to get completely grilled over there. You go through like millions of tests and medical tests, and they check on your health, and then they send you there. They you have to give a disclaimer saying that they won't be responsible if something happens to you. So you're at a stage where you know you're going in for something that's going to be pretty bad, but nevertheless, it's really adventurous. You know they won't let you die. Yeah. That's what they say. but I went in for it purely for the adventure's sake. I do have my fans and family who are my family, and they suggested I should go for it. So I just stepped into it. I didn't really think this would happen, but a lot of good has happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think from the outset, I think it was kind of clear that you were going to win the show without being kind of like, favoriting anyone. But there's a lot of people that had speculated that you were going to win the show because I think you've got that kind of dumb in you, and you definitely showed that dumb throughout the series.
You know, Raj, I just want to thank the love that I've got by doing television. I underestimated myself, actually, to be honest, because in films I got spotted really badly as in a I should not complain, because if you get accepted even as a comedian or as a comedy guy and multi-stars in one segment, you're accepted. Yeah, I should be thankful for it. But at the same time, in television, it just helped me break out from this genre that had just held me really tight for long. Mm-hmm. And it's just my fans who probably know me better than I know myself at times, and they're the ones who encourage me a whole lot. The response that I got from Ek Muthi Asman, I just felt a whole new strength in me. Yeah. And when I went for Chowdhry Khiladi, I made it pretty clear everywhere saying that I don't have my fans with me because it's a non-voting show. Yeah. So don't hold me responsible. I'll try my best with what I can, but if I had them, I'd still be more confident. So I went with a slight bit less of confidence, but again, the fact that they really prayed for me and they really pushed me and encouraged me with all those messages I got. I mean, obviously I knew I had to do the best I could, I can.
I mean, one common question that came from the family was that, are you going to return to fictions, or will you be going to more kind of reality TV show kind of route?
100% I'd want to get back to fiction because I am an actor first. What I do best is acting. I did the show just as a one-off. It so happens that television is a medium in which you have to find something that you have to live with for a while. So if I want to zero down on a show, I want to zero on something very meticulously, look into it and take a correct show, because if I do something wrong, I won't forgive myself. I don't want to be stuck with something for months or years like a daily soap and I'm not happy with it. Mm-hmm. And neither do I want to do something where I step out of it. So I'm taking my time in finding the right show. But at the same time, in between that, if I find time for something like a Chowdhry Khiladi, so I managed doing it. What I really got by doing this was the confidence of taking up something new. I just feel that, we get into this phase where you feel I'm a film actor, should I or should not do television. That's a wrong way to think. I'm an actor, should not do reality. If you keep curbing yourself from what your heart tells you, then you tend to do something wrong. So sometimes you have to just open out and try something different is what I believe. So if something new comes up, even other than fiction, I'd want to try it, but that's only if I've not got the right fiction in hand. Right. But it's a given that the thing that I really do best is fiction. I really love most, or I'm passionate about is fiction, so definitely I'll get back to fiction.
And Ashish, talking about films, you just mentioned films there. What about Dhamal number 3? When can we expect that? Because you're working on that as well, aren't you?
Well, any project I've done, the team has become really tight, as you've seen with me and the co-contestants in Chowdhry. Like, we're like one family. The same thing is with Tamal. We're like one family. We won't work without each other. So we're all waiting for Sanju sir whenever he's back, and we're hoping he'll be back in the second half of the year. So it'll be done only after he's back.
Okay. Moving on, let's go to some of the questions from the Twamley. Now, there's about 5 minutes on this interview, so we're going to have to quickly breeze through these. Sure. There's a question here that a lot of the fans were asking to do with what advice would you give to people who have fears and phobias, and how do they overcome that?
There's one major fear which everybody has, and they don't admit it, is the fear of getting eliminated early. Mm-hmm. We all go in thinking that, we are somebody's, or people are watching us, or like if we get eliminated in the first round, second round, it'll be so embarrassing. I realized when I was talking to my son that I used to keep telling him whenever he said that, what if I lose, or when he's running with a kid and he's not winning, he gets get upset. I used to always tell him that you don't participate in a race only to win, because if everybody had to win, then there would be no race. Like, somebody's got to lose, but you got to try your best. And I used the same philosophy on myself. And I said that if I keep worrying about the fact that I've got to win, I will never end up doing something like this. I will not take this project. And what I learned after I won the show was that the reason why I won the show is because I did not keep the fear of losing in my heart. So I think that's the fear I overcame, was about the fear of losing.
Okay. Banjo wants to ask, was there any stunt in which you might have thought for a moment that you could quit in the middle because it was too kind of hard?
No, there was no stunt in which I actually thought I would give up in the middle. There was only one stunt which I thought I wouldn't really get into or even attempt, was the aircraft one. And that aircraft one, it was such that my life was in the hands of another person. That pilot was supposed to rash ride the plane until I gave up. And I knew I have resilience and I will not give up. But what if he does something? Because it's his job to scare me and it's his job to make me give up. So what if, it hurts his ego that I'm not giving up and he does something wrong and we crash? Because there's no coming back in that stunt. If that plane would have crashed, I don't think I have the right to betray my family by going away, because they need me. I think I'm very responsible for my family and my family depends on me. Yeah. So I said, for a contest and for 25 lakh rupees or for this trophy, I should not attempt something that could be life-threatening. But again, this whole competition is, it just takes your mind to another level. And Rohit Shetty was the best person, I think, really the best person I've met and the best person the show could have. He took me to his side, he kept the shoot on hold, and he said, Ashish, I trust me, nothing's going to happen. And even though, if nothing else, I don't know, but at least he told me so much that I'll be responsible and I'll take care of your family and everything if anything happens to you. He was just being too kind. Yeah. And if I went up there, it was because of him. So there was one stunt in which I thought I didn't want to get into, but I went in and I pretty much did some crazy stuff.
Good.
On that one.
There's a question for Purva as well, who wants to ask, if you had to share the prize money with anyone, who would you share that money with?
My prize money is hardly for myself, it's mostly for the rest of my family. Yeah. But and the kids, I think the prize money, only thing is that when you win, my father's always taught me that when you bring home any, prize or a bonus or anything that is that comes in as a bumper, that money becomes more pious if you give away a bit. Yeah. And I have been associated with this NGO called Masoom, which I'm pretty much going to announce soon about my involvement in that. They have night schools in Bombay which educate for free the poor people who work in the day. They can probably get some education for free in the night, and so they can do better in their life eventually, especially for teenage kids, etc. So there are about 32 schools. I want to take this all India, and I want to work on this NGO. So I'm throwing in a bit, how much ever I can into that NGO for some charitable cause, which will probably make the rest of my prize money more noble, it'll be more pious.
Okay. Ashish, before we go, what's wrong with your voice? Vasco kya ho gaya? Are you not feeling too well?
You're talking about my voice?
Your voice, yeah. It sounds like kuch beti hai.
Yeah. No, it's been a couple of days that I've had a sore throat, but I've not managed to rest it out or do anything because it's been a really busy couple of days and a lot of interviews because of this win. Yeah. So I've been talking a lot And that's why I'm sounding like this.
Oh dear, okay. I was going to get you to sing because the Twamley wants you to sing, but I don't think we're going to be able to sing in that voice, so I'm going to kind of leave that aside, all right? But can you just leave a message for your fans? Because there's a lot of fans, obviously, who are listening in, including Zoya, Vaishnavi, there's Didi, there's Dipali, there's so many, Anupama, there's so many people that have been saying hi, hello, the whole Twamley. So just a final message, please.
I can't help but smile, and my day is made when I hear anybody talk about my family. It's the best part of any interview of mine when I get to mention about them, or when I want to send in a message to them. And this time I'd probably want to tell them that I worked on this show. And truly from the heart, I worked on the show Fear Factor, starting off because they were the ones who told me. So when I hold the trophy, they come to my mind a whole lot, because if that question and answer session that I had with them, or the whatever I wanted and needed from them, if they wouldn't have given me a positive feedback, I wouldn't have picked the show. And secondly, with the amount they want me to win and how they start celebrating before I reach it, of course the pressure is immense, but it's only that pressure that takes me to the win. So I owe it to them. I dedicate it to them, and I'm telling you, they are the soul of my career right now. Wow. And they're my backbone, and I love them.
Oh, they love you loads as well. I mean, there's so many messages that are coming through now as well. They're all sending you lots of love, and also a speedy recovery as well for that voice. Ashish, can I just once again thank you very much for joining me this afternoon here on Drive Time, and we'll catch up again when your voice is back fully. All right.
Sure, thanks, Raj. Once again, I'd like to apologize for not being there. Yes.
Very much, and Ashish, don't forget, you are the champs of all champs, and of course, Khiladi or Khiladi, that's what you are. So, congratulations once again. All right, and I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. I think thank you, Ashish Chowdhry there, exclusively on Drive.